Happy Halloween on this last day of Prevember, which is my new way for naming the months. October, of course, being pre-November. Prevember. November being, of course, Pre-Sember. Have fun with that. Anyways, we didn't discuss this, but I wanted to say thank you to Kara for posting my video on the 10 Club Facebook thing, because I feel like we have a lot of new people due to that. So I'm going to do Money by Pink Floyd for Kara. Hats off to you. See what I did there? Alright, this one is a weird one. My brain kind of hurts. The reason is, you count this one in 7, which is really, right? Usually it's in 4 or 6 or 3. This one's in 7. Like Crop Duster. We'll do that one someday. But it's in B minor, as if things couldn't get bad enough. Here is the riff. I'm just going to do it. I'm unabashedly referring to my notes here. So, it starts with, this is 1. 1 is a B note on the A string, that's the 2nd fret, so you go, then G4, D4, back to our B note. That's the first half of the riff, so to speak. And that's 3 beats worth. 1, 2, 3. Now, 4, 5, 6, 7, the second 4 beats of our riff, go F sharp, that's the 2nd fret of the E string, open A, A2, there's our B note, open D. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Right? Is your brain falling out? It's not that bad. You don't even have to think about the 7 thing if you don't want to, but that's the reason why it never feels like you can catch the groove. If you listen to the drums, it goes 3, 4, 5, 6, boom, boom, kick, dun. Kick, snare, kick, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, and that's why you'll hear that. So listen for that, and that's one of the ways that drummers deal with a 7 time signature. Alright, so we got the B minor thing. We're going to call that the B minor thing. That's the B minor thing. I wonder if I can tell a story while I do this. Once upon a time, on a dark and dreary night. Okay, now, you know, of course, it changes in the verse, at the end of the verse, and it does the F sharp minor thing. And that takes, forget about how many beats it takes up. Here we go. That is. So when we did the B minor thing, we were basically looking at a B power chord. And now when we do the F sharp minor thing, we're basically looking at an F sharp power chord, which of course is E string 2nd fret, A string 4th fret, and D string 4th fret. So we're starting on that D string 4th fret note, and we go 1, 2, 3, da-dum, down the power chord. D4, 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 A4, E2. I've lost my groove. Like Stella. So after our bum, bum, ba, da, dum, then we do open A, A4, D4, D3. And that was the F sharp thing. So that's 8 beats. Just for fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the reason why the E minor thing, which is the next thing, sounds so weird is because it gets the final 6 beats. So, not only was the verse in 7, now the last end tag is 14 beats long, so that's not weird compared to the rest of the song. But the F sharp minor gets 8, and the E minor gets 6. Weird. So here's the E minor one, which is essentially doing an E power chord, just like we did the F sharp power chord, but 2 frets lower. So now we have D2, A2, E open, because there's no sense in putting a finger where it's not needed. Then E3, open A, A2, D open, dopen, and then we're back into our... So, the E thing. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So the whole F sharp minor, E minor, N tag. I'll do that a little slower. Time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reset. That's how you do the verse. That was the hard part. Don't worry. That was the hard part. All right. Next, the saxophone solo. Not to rival the saxophone solo in the Kokomo by the Beach Boys song. That's my first favorite song ever. Don't tell Eddie Vedder. Just kidding. He would totally support me. But I lived in Massachusetts, in Danvers, and get on the bus, and I'm like 4 years old, because we did that back then, right? Get on the bus when you're 4. And the bus driver, he was this like long-haired, hippie, like must have been a NAMM guy with glasses and smoked, if not on the bus, then shortly before getting on the bus, and he blasts the radio, and that year Kokomo was the big hit, so I heard it all the time. Sitting in the back with my friend Stephanie making bracelets out of those plastic string stuff. Anyways, the saxophone solo. It's still in 7, so you do the B minor thing. Or play B minor. B minor, starting on the A string, 2, 4, 4, 3, bar it. Or if you don't want to do that, starting on the baby E string, 2, 3, 4, 4. Don't want to do all that. 2, 3, 4. Don't want to do any of that. Play the power chord. And it switches between E minor and B minor. So it does the a bunch of times. And when it changes, it goes to E minor. Same exact thing. Now we can do this one of two ways. We can go... I'm lost. Oh, I got it. Okay. So that's down our E minor power chord, our E power chord thing, and then you go, we can't go low, the bass goes low because they have lower notes, but we can't, so we gotta go A2, D open, D2, G open, D2, and then you repeat that note again, which is why that's fine. You can also do it up here. This, of course, being E. Grandma always brings crappy deviled eggs. E is the 7th fret of the A string. Power chord. You can go, because here's our same power chord. 1 octave higher. E7, A5, A7, D5, A7, and then you get your relative going up and down. Or you can just play an E minor chord there during the saxophone solo. Now, my notes say, and the whole thing with a verse end tag, that is the Whoops. The F sharp minor, E minor, N tag for the verse, and then we play two big 4/4. We're done with 7 for a minute while we go into the guitar solo, which is in B minor. Oh, witches! It's Halloween. I get to finally say witches. Witches in B minor, and D major pentatonic. Go watch my videos on the B minor pentatonic, and then my video about the more recent about the major and the minor pairs to elucidate that situation. Right, but first we gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4 worth of B power chord or B minor. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and then comes the guitar solo, which 4 bars of B. 8 bars of B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 4 bars of E minor. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4 bars of B minor. 1, 2, 2 bars of F sharp minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and then we have our really cool run down from F sharp minor down, 2 downs, through F sharp minor and then back into B minor, which is make sure I'm right about that. Yeah. So we're going to start on the G string 4th fret and go 4, 2. You should find this very fun. 4, 2, open, and then the D string 4, 2, open, and then the A string 4, 3, 2, and we're back in to do the solo thing again. And it repeats just like it did exactly with the 8 bars of B, 4 bars of E, 4 bars of B, 2 bars of F sharp, followed by the run, and then we're back into the verse, and then we're done with the song. The high version of that is E string, 7th fret, 7, 5, then reach to your B 8th fret, 8, 7, 5, G 7, 6, 5, 4, because that's a B note too. I don't know if they do that octave, but I thought that was fun. Kara, happy Halloween and thank you in Canada. Everybody else, we just opened another can of worms. So many cans of worms we're opening. I'm going to have to circle back and double up and quadruple up, and I hope your kids get lots of candy tonight, or you, if you're a kid and you're watching this. Of course, when you see this, it will have been Halloween yesterday or a long time ago. Goodbye.